Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Anil Joshi. Welcome you to my series Iconology and Temple Architectural Perspectives. Today we are going to visit Belur. Now where is Belur? It is District Hassan, Karnataka State of India. Belur and Haibidu are the representatives of excellency of the Hoysala architecture of the temples. Many people, many scholars of India and abroad consider these constructions, these creations as superhuman. Now we have to know why they are called superhuman. What was so special, what was so different that it was called superhuman. So mainly though there are two temples, Belur and Haibidu, but not only two. There are 150, out of which at least 10 to 15 are so beautiful, so different and so marvelous that you must see them. Now even like Belur and Haibidu, which are considered as a UNESCO, they are awarded as UNESCO. Now they are World Heritage Sites. They are unique, they are different and they are marvelous. Now we are going to see the Belur and Haibidu in different lecture series. Now even if I had to give you what is there in the Belur or Haibidu, I will have to make at least 3 to 4 different videos, and all of them together will make length of around 4 to 5 hours. So today's lecture we have divided for Belur into 3 parts, that is Chennakeshva temple interior, Chennakeshva temple exterior and the surrounding temples of the Chennakeshwara premises. Now today's lecture we are going to devote for the surrounding temples of the Chennakeshwara complex. Different videos are for interior and exteriors of same temple covered differently. Now you will know that though they are surrounding temples, they are so beautiful, they are so different, so unique. Now we should go and find out how. Now Chennakeshwa complex at the Belur consists of 443 feet or 396 feet of courtyard with several Hindu temples. Some are a minor shrine inside and some are the medium size. Largest are the Chennakeshwa, that we are going to see separately. The compound is entered from the east through a gopuram. Now it's a big gopuram which we are going to see in our pictures, and that also is covered in the other lectures of the same series, because gopura is a speciality, and this particular gopuram is constructed in a Vijayanagara style. As soon as you see it, you will know Vijayanagara style, and you will ask question to yourself in Hoysala, why the Vijayanagara style? That is because lastly when Hoysala ruined, it was ruled by the Vijayanagara and they completed the Gopuram part of this temple. So that was the glory, that though somebody started, somebody continued and somebody completed, all have some synchronization by which you can know that there is a master technique, science behind all these things, on the guideline of which different people are constructing in different ways, and they are creating marvelous and beauties which can last for years and years. Now that is how the temple have developed. It is not one day job. The temple and its monument inside we are going to see one after another. Now Chennakeshwa temple also is called as Keshava temple. Chenna is handsome, Keshava is Vishnu, so it's handsome Vishnu. Chennakeshwa, the temple name is. Now it is in the middle of the complex facing east. In front of Gopuram you will find a main structure, that is a main building of the temple, which is 178 feet by 156 feet. The temple stands on a wide platform terrace Jagati about 3 feet in height. This Jagati is a speciality of Hoysala, and not only Hoysala, different empires which different dynasties which develop different techniques has got different jagatis, and the stellate shaped jagati is a speciality of Hoysas. Now temple is dedicated to Vishnu in some forms. Vishnu has got a lot of incarnations, and you will see them in the gate Torana itself. Makar Torana will give you all the incarnations of Lord Vishnu, and Chennakeshva is one of them. The south of the Keshava temple is the Kappe Chennigaraya temple, measuring 124 feet by 105 feet. It has sanctum inside or dedicated Venu Gopala and other to the Chennigaraya, that is local popular name for Channa Keshava, that is Vishnu. What is that name? Chennigaraya. Raya is a respectable. Swami, Raya are the respectable words, and Chenni is same. Chennigaraya is the other name given locally by these people. The temple is called Keppe Chennigaraya because according to local legends, the Keppe is a frog and was once found near its navel. The similar temple was built by the queen concurrently with the main temple and is believed to be similar in versions. The stone slab with the couple slide is in a Namaste posture under the canopy. The monument is partially damaged at the present. The west of the Keshava temple is the Veeranarayana. Veeranarayana temple measures 70 feet by 56 feet, slightly smaller sanctum, and it has got 59 large reliefs on the outer wall. These reliefs are dedicated to Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma. Bhairava is a furious form of Shiva. Bhairava is an angry Shiva, furious form. Lakshmi, Parvati. Some of our lecture is dedicated to this form of Bhairavas. Do visit our website, do get the link and have a detailed idea about this form of Shiva. Then there are also Parvati, Saraswati and other goddesses. Some panas depict Bhima story from Mahabharata. So Ramayana, Mahabharata epics, you will find it in most of the reliefs. The temple is dedicated to 12th century. Most of the Hoysala, that is a peak period when they constructed temple, is around 12th century. So southwest of the Chennakeshava temple is the small temple dedicated to Somanayaki. What is Somanayaki? Somanayaki is a form of goddess Lakshmi and is dedicated to again 12th century. However, temple was expanded and enhanced later. So there are different stages in which this temple has expanded. This temple is notable because of local tradition holds that this tower is miniature version of the major tower that once rose above. So that is the people still believe and they still follow. They have got their rituals to offer and they gather here for same. Now the temple is one of the 8 Divya Deshams dedicated to Lord Vishnu, also called Ranganayaki shrines. Ranganayaki is Lakshmi shrines to the northwest of the Keshava temple. The outer wall are dedicated with artworks such as elephants and nature. It is also displays 31 large images of deities from the Vaishnavism, Shaivism and Shaktism. These are the 3 traditional powers. Maybe earlier there were Shaktism, it was followed by Shaivism and followed by Vaishnavism. But at most of the places you will find deities of all these 3 are in one premises and the people following them can gather here for their rituals. It is also intricately carved Venugopala, Mohini, Lakshmi as well as phrases showing legends in Puranas. At some places you will find from Mahabharatas also. So these are the routine carvings on any of the temples. The complex has a number of small shrines To the east of Keppechennigaraya temple are the shrines for Narasimha, Rama, then Jiyars and Alvars of the Bhakti movement famous. Now these are usually the followers of Vishnu's knows what are these. Now they have knowledge of all these things and they worship it, and they will find it over here. The east of the Andal temple are the shrines for the Krishna. Andals are usually Vishnu followers and they have got their concepts on that. Then you have got shrines for the Krishna, Vaishnavism, then scholars like Deshikar, then Bhashikaras and Ramanujas. They also believe that these concepts are enhanced, and we can find with the references in detail all these things for those who are interested. On the base of the shrines for Alvars are the phrases showing stories from the Ramayana. Some of the shrines were added later because scholars such as Desikar lived after the 12th century, so has to be after that. Now the two main stambhas, that is pillars, are found in the temple complex. The pillar facing the main temple is the Garuda temple or Garuda Stambha, was erected in a Vijayanagara period. It's very, very interesting. If you see the pillars, there are no foundations. Now how it is standing? Miracle. We are going to see it. Now that was done by the Vijayanagara Empire along with the Gopuram. That's what we have seen, and there is also a Deepa Stambha to light the lamps, and that was also in Hoysala period. So we will get combination of some from the Hoysala temple complex and some are from the Vijayanagaras. Now near the Veera Narayana temple is the mandapa where annual processions like Ratha, they pull the Rath, the chariot is there. If you go to the temple, you will find that parked there. You can have an idea how much glorious it is. And it's a vehicle. Consider this as a vehicle of God. Then the place where this is kept is called as Vahana Mandapa. The complex also has a Kalyana Mandapa. Now Kalyana Mandapa is on the southeast corner of the temple and it is meant for the ceremonies. So most of the people who want to make something auspicious there, maybe a marriage, maybe a threading ceremony, or otherwise they were using, but I think of late they have stopped giving it for the common people. And that was added in 17th century. So couple of years the tradition was going on, but subsequently at present sometime or most of the time the permission is not there. Now granary is what? Pilgrimage are coming, they need food, they need a cooking place, so temple has to take care of all these things. Now granary for storing food reservoir is found in the northwest corner of the temple. We are going to see it. There is smaller northern gate to the complex, near which is the Pakashala, that is a kitchen or community kitchen you can call, then built in the 13th century to entertain the devotees. Now stuffed well has to be there. Kalyanis, as we say, most of the Dravidi and South Indian temple has always got it. Some special Kalyanis we have seen. Where? In Hampi and also near Haibeddu. We have seen it. We have got different videos on it. Do watch it. Links are given. Visit our website and you will get all different type of these Kalyanis. How preciseness, how much geometry and how much perfection is maintained in it is something to be really admired of and be proud of how our earlier generations were. Now northeast corner were two stone elephants on each side. Now why elephants? They stand as a sign of richness. The complex has many other monuments and features that we are going to see in subsequent photographs. Now There are different ways, different gateways, maybe a elephant gate, maybe a gopuram, which you will be using to enter or exit. The pillar and statues in the northwestern part of the complex are also worth seeing. Now look at this. We are in the beginning of the or entrance of the temple. What we are seeing is a Garuda. Now in a video we have shown you the details of the Deepa Stambha and Garuda Stambha. Both are there in the videos in more details. This is the entrance of the temples. Now this is a map I given you. Now once you come into the entrance, for map I depend on the net. We acknowledge with thanks from the creators of it, because of whom we could see today, or we can illustrate it in nice ways. Now there is a Gopuram also. Then you can see the Kalyani on the right side. Then Chennakeshva main temple in the central. Then you are seeing Andral. Then Granary. Then Varaha Narayana temple. Then you can see Keppe, Chennegaraya temple and Kalyana Mandapa. Now all these things in detail we are going to see, but have a gross idea how these are. So we are going to start from right side corner and we are going to complete all these things. Now in this video we have shown you the stambhas different.
Puram means the place of worship. Go, the cow. Puram, the place of worship, is called Gopuram. But this is not belongs to that Hoysala period, and this comes much later during the reign of the Vijayanagara period. And above Gopuram you can see the 5 kalasas, which represent the 5 elements: sky, earth, wind, water and the fire. And you see that the compound for this complex, this also have been said to be have been built by Sir Mirza Ismail during 1930, Diwan of Mysore. And one more thing of this temple is, as I said, once it was the Velapuri, now it is Belur. I would like to tell you about the definition of Belur. Bela and Channa were the two the stands with devotees of the teacher Ramanujacharya. They have sacrificed all comforts in the seva of the teacher. In memory of his beloved devotees, Velapuri as comes Belur, and Lord Chennakeshwa name of devotee Channa according to the Granthas. And one more important thing of this place is, as we celebrated the Sankranti festival on the 15th of January every year, and Karnataka we call it Sankranti. If you go to the neighboring state Tamil Nadu, it's a very big festival for them in the name of Pongal. Pongal. It's some part of North India. What I heard, it's called Lohri. And on that occasion, the 15th of January, on the day, the sun moves from south to the north, declaring the winter. On that occasion, the villages of the surrounding area, they have brought a rabbit from the forest and pierced its ears and fixed up a gold ring. After the worship of the deity Chennakeshva, the same rabbit going to be released in the forest. They believe that this kind of the customs will bring happiness and the prosperity in the village. Okay, about 6 months ago, on the 18th of September 2023, Belur, Halebid and Somnathpur, all the temple built by the Hoysala. It was declared a place is called Riyadh, which is the capital of Saudi Arabia, in the presence of the Saudi king, the crown prince Mohammed bin Salman. So the total number of heritages in India rise up to 43. Again, we can see this temple and the riser platform to affirm from the nature defect. As I said initially, this temple is much more interior beauty. Halebeedu, Hoysaleshwara temple, outside beauty. And this is the interior beauty. See, the gracious church of Chennakeshva mesmerized Mohini, the 4 bracket figures, and the detailed ceiling have made by Belur temple is much interior beauty. Inside we can see around more than 42 pillars, all are different, with extraordinary beauty, various designs, and elegantly carved with a square base. Out of the two are most important. One is called Mohini pillar on the southwest, and another is called Narasimha pillar on the southeast. Another part on the buffet of the temple, you can see one more temple. It is called again the same name with Chennakeshva. So this temple built by the orders of the queen, but smaller in size, lesser in ornamentation. This temple took a model to this one, but this temple is also on the raised platform. This temple is also called, in other words, is also called Kappe Channigaraya. Namaste. Kappe Channigaraya. Kappe means the frog. Channigaraya, also the name of Vishnu. Kappe Channigaraya. I will tell you later what is the meaning of the story behind about Kappe Channigaraya. Because a legend story of Belur temples to do with Jaganacharya, the skilled sculptor from Kridapura. He was so passionate about his craft, he forgot everything, including his wife, and put heart and soul into the temples. Unknown to him, his wife delivered their son by name called Dankanacharya, who visited Belur once. He was pointed out there is a frog in the cavity of the statue. Enraged, Jaganacharya challenged him to prove the point. He said, if you prove the point, that he will cut off his right hand. Then Dankanacharya put his point right. There was a frog in the cavity of the statue, as not knowing that he was his father. Then his father immediately, according to his promise, cut off his right hand. Then they discovered their relationship. They were none other than father and son, and they had a vision of Vishnu. Vishnu told both of them to go back to that original place called hometown of Kridapura, which is near Tumkur. So he instructed them to construct a temple in the name of Chennakeshva. Once you built a temple in the name of Chennakeshva and you had your hand back, so both of the son and father went to that village and constructed the temple with a very short time. After construction, he had his right hand back. So from that onwards, that place was called Kaidala. It is near Tumkur towards Kunigal Road, where you can see the temple in the name of Chennakeshva. The temple built when the sculptor Jaganacharya lost his hand. He got his right hand back at that place. It's a beautiful temple. It's Chennakeshva near. This is the legend story of that Kappe. This is an important pillar. Shall we start?
Oh yeah.
And small introduction, sir.
Yes.
Name of the temple. Now we are in Belur. Belur was called Velapuri, and today is a small town, Belur. It is coming under Hassan district. So now we have a temple in the form of Vishnu called Chennakeshva. Even though it's a Vishnu temple, but the name of the deity is called Chennakeshva. Channa means good or handsome. Keshava, the name of Krishna. And this temple built by the king Vishnuvardhana during 1117 CE.
See. Okay.
CE. And history says it was completed in 1220 by his grandson Veeraballala II.
Yes.
So History said this temple took 103 years for the completion, but it's a complete architecture. There was a gopuram above the structure long back. Now it suffered damage. It was rebuilt by that Vijayanagara kingdom, but does not exist now. Name of the stone? Same stone called soap stone or a soft stone. And the name of the person on the raised platform. And one more the information for the tourist. This is the only one temple among the Hoysala. They built 92 temples contributed all over in Karnataka. This is the only one temple which is used for the worship without a break. So this is a continuation of the worship since 1117 so far. Since it's an active temple, since it's an active temple, good morning. Since it's an active temple, so here they are going to be conducted a car festival. That is, we call it as Rathotsava during March or April. So that will be coming on the next month. On that occasion, the Lord Chennakeshva is decorated with the gold ornaments, and Shridevi Bhudevi means the goddess of wealth and goddess of wealth also decorated with the gold ornaments and brought to Raj Gopura and taken to the possession of the 8 steeds and mounted into the chariot. That chariot pulled only a Muslim priest will come in the morning. He recited the Holy Quran for more than 30-40 minutes. Then only is going to be pulled. So this is the next example of the communal harmony, and this the festival served with a great zeal and passion. Namaste. And this is, we can see that the statue of Garuda, which is the vehicle of Lord Vishnu. But this statue is not belongs to that old period. This is carved only about around 70-80 years ago. The local sculptor from Mysore name called Javaracharya. It's a Mahalakshmi temple built later by our successor of Hoysala, the name called Vijayanagara Kingdom. The king was Krishna Devaraya, the only Hindu king in South India. This much later, during the 16th century. Since Lord Chennakeshva, the family god of the Hoysala, is Kuladeva, so in respect of him, they constructed two Lakshmi temples on the just behind of the temple. One is the Somanayaki, followed by Ranganayaki, goddess of wealth and goddess of earth.
You will appreciate it and you will be proud of how beautifully they are constructed. Now this is the big premises of the temple. We are seeing each and every structure in the compound. We are going to appreciate the beauty of it. We are going to be proud of our ancestrals. Now we are going to go to Pushkarni. Pushkarni is a water reservoir. It is artificial. Sometimes it has got natural resource of water. But each and every temple, as far as possible, are either near the river, near the water source, or there is a Kalyani. Now this is Kalyani which you are seeing. Let's peep inside. Let's see how beautiful it is carved. Still there is water. After 900 years also it is there. Look at this. From right side corner you are seeing Gopuram. It is next to the Gopuram. Inside. So once you enter from the Gopuram, to right side is this Kalyani. Now we are seeing the Kalyani from all the four corners. See how beautifully you can see elephants carved. And we are going now to slightly further to the right side, that is to the granary and community kitchen. Now once you come from the Kalyani out, you will see a long covered passage. This long covered passage is meant for pilgrimage, for their residence, for their staying and for their food. And at the end of that is the granary, or where the kitchen is. Now look at this. Even though it is just a small passage where people are staying, the carvings on the right side are so marvelous. And look at the beauty and symmetry. Beauty and symmetry, carvings, they don't leave any stone uncarved. They make it beautiful because they are going to give this to their temple. Saptamatrukas is something which you can see right from the Chalukyas or even with the Hoysalas. They are there, and sometimes the Saptamatrukas are associated with guardian goddess. Most of the time there is a Gajanana also, or some other gods are also, and they will be seen. And you can see them also with Chalukyas. You will see in Badami, you can see them in Aihori. They are there. So this tradition is going on since 8th century. Even Rashtrakutas, they were brave, but they were very much devotees of Saptamatrakas, and they had it with them. These are the different gods, different deities. They have carved them. Few of them are in good shape. Whether they are little damaged or not, you can still get glory of them. See the beauty in them. Now, again we are coming to the page from where we see the tank, Chennakeshwa temple, and rolls, then granary, then Somanayaki temple, and so on. Now we'll see carvings and pillars, artifacts found in the complex. Actually, they are not part of the temple, but what they are found in the premises, it is good that they have kept them in a one place where one can have look at them, how the raw material was or how the material is remaining from the earlier temples. So at many places you will find them. Now you are seeing that in the corner near that small shrine, Let us go near it. Let us go still near it, and we'll start finding pillars nicely rotated. Still we are going near. Now these are the different temples which we told you. These are the look at this. The glory of Hoysala are the lead-turned pillars. Look at the lead-turned pillars. Look at the beauty. They are once upon a time must be a part of some good temple or good structure. Lead turn. Now this lead turn, not exactly lathe, but it is called lead turn because of its technique, was developed by Hoysalas. Now wherever you will see this, the initiation may be by late Chalukyas. Late Chalukyas and Hoysalas, there is not much difference because they have come from same. Now we are at the same temples like Andros, then we have got Somanayaki, then we got Keppe Chennekeswa temple. So we are going to see them all after another. Even though they are small, in a way they are carved, in a way they are decorated, in the beauty they have is just fantastic. And most of the temples today, they are in fairly good shape. Why I say fairly good is, you can imagine what should have been their original form. They are adequately retained, and that also I am telling you after 900 years. So it's a pretty long time. Then comparatively larger temple was a Keppe Chennekeswa. Now let's see, come to the, we started from the right side, our Pratikrama or our Pradakshana or circumambulatory, and we are coming towards the other end. Now here there are only two things now left. One thing is Keppe Chennekeswa temple and is a community hall or Kalyana Mandapa. Kalyana Mandapa is meant for the social functions. These two temples we will be seeing. Kalyan Mandapa, technically speaking, is a place for the public functions, ceremonials, etc. This is a part of main temple which we see from these two temples. We can see the Gopuram also is recently painted. It's not a original color. Look at the Jagati, star shaped. It has got spicules, and that is the beauty of Hoysala. The mandirs, temples are over a Jagati which is around 6 to 8 feet, and now we are coming to Somanayaki. Somanayaki is a form of Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi. So this is Somanayaki. Here we are showing you in diagrammatically also, and we'll show you at reality also. Elephants at the door. We have taken a lot of different angle pictures so that you can have three-dimensional view of the original structure. It's absolutely gorgeous. You must have good time to spend here. If you just come for 1 or 2 hours, it is not enough. Spend more time. See each and every monument here, each and every structure here has its own beauty, own style and own ways. And with that we are coming to end of the lecture covering surrounding monuments, temple structures around the Chennakeshwa temple of Belur. If you like the lecture, give us a like. If you feel you want to hear more lecture, subscribe to our channel. Thank you, goodbye and take care. This is Dr. Anil Joshi logging off. Till we meet in next video. Goodbye, good luck, take care.